Yeah. Yeah. Fell in love with the process, not the destination. Every rep of meditation, every drop of revelation. I used to chase the mirror, now I chase the discipline. The mirror is a symptom, discipline is origin. Process means the Monday when you don't wanna go. Process means the Thursday when the progress is slow. Process means November when the motivation's dead. Process means the Tuesday when you show up anyway instead. Trust the process, it's the only way. Trust the process. Show up every day, not for the applause, not for the results. Trust the process, that's the adult. Trust it, live it, be it every morning. Trust the process, no need for a warning. Yeah. My partner talks the process. Let me show you what it looks like. 6 months of early mornings, that's the process on the book spike. Charts going up, body weight going down, PR going skyward. Every ugly session was the process moving forward. I don't post the bad days, but the bad days built the good. I don't post the struggle, but the struggle shaped the should. Have quit but didn't moments, those are where I live. Those are where the process takes and then begins to give. Yeah. Bad sessions, still showing up. Slow progress, still showing up. No results yet, still showing up. That's the process. That's enough. Trust the process. It's working, even when you can't see it. Trust the process.
The body has a hidden floor. Most people never fall through it. They touch fatigue, mistake it for the end, and go home. I prefer to keep digging. The room tonight looks archaeological, like every plate is something dragged up from an older age. Black circles, dead suns, stacked in a language without vowels, waiting for the spine to translate. I step in quietly, no theater, no borrowed fury, just that narrow kind of stillness that makes objects look jury-like, as if the bar has already reached a conclusion about me, and all that's left is demonstration. I've noticed effort is where the system false peaks, pressure drops, little deceiving wins. The first resistance is rarely the real resistance, just a border guard in a cheap uniform. The deeper gate is lower, darker, past the place where the muscles complain for attention, past the tidy little speeches the mind recites about enough. And I've been there, where the self stops sounding singular, where one part of you wants mercy and another wants measurement. That second voice is why I came, not to punish the body, to uncover its hidden grammar. Under the noise, under the burn, there's another floor. Turn, 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 turn. Drop below the limit line, find the room beneath the mind where the bones go cathedral wide and the doubt gets left outside. Dig the signal from the stone, make the deeper strength come home. Not the scream, not the show, the level underneath the known. I know that place, the one beneath the dramatic face of effort, where the mask peels off and the structure starts talking, where posture becomes confession, where breath becomes inventory, where the body stops asking to be admired and starts asking to be obeyed correctly. That's my favorite territory. Not the first clash, the second descent, the set after the set that was supposed to be enough. That's where the elegant lies get injured, that's where fake intensity dies. A poor construction, I've seen people wear struggle like jewelry. Bright, loud, lightweight, but real strain. Real strain changes the geometry of the eyes, makes time go metallic, makes sound thick, and makes a simple step back from the bar feel like returning from somewhere ancient. So when I say I want more, I don't mean chaos, I mean excavation. I mean go lower till the old self loses oxygen. I mean keep such perfect rhythm under pressure that pain itself starts looking organized. There is a floor below panic. There is a floor below pride. There is a floor where the weak translations die, and what remains is simple: brace, drive, rise, brace, drive, rise. Now the pulse has teeth, now the lights turn narrow. Now the bar feels less like iron, more like a drawn black arrow. Now the shoulders click into place like loaded architecture. Now the lungs stop bargaining and start acting like a chamber. Good. This is the language I trust, not motivation, not mood, not the fever of the moment, but the cold machinery of return again. Grip again, brace again, legs through the floor like boots finding voltage again, again, till the whole body becomes a verdict in motion. No wasted violence, no crack form, no cheap frenzy, just step, just signal, just a woman going past the polite version of her strength and coming back with something heavier in her hands. Drop below the limit line, find the room beneath the mind where the bones go cathedral wide and the doubt gets left outside. Dig the signal from the stone, make the deeper strength come home. Not the scream, not the show, the level underneath the known. Lower still, cleaner still, past the edge of borrowed will. There's a darker kind of gold in the places you were never told. Fatigue is often just a hallway, not a wall. And if you keep moving carefully enough, you may meet a version of yourself that only lives underneath. There's a sound right before impact. Not a crash, more like the room forgetting how to breathe.
White lights hanging like interrogation in the rafters. Rubber floor taking confessions from the bodies moving after. Everything in here is polished just enough to look severe, like a cathedral built by engines, chrome and discipline and fear. And I arrive half human, half electric in the jar, with no failures in my pockets folded down the strips of law. Not loud enough to haunt me, not dead enough to leave, just little scraps of former self stitched underneath the sleeve of boss. It's that horizontal like a sentence, not yet read, like a bridge between the version that survives and one that's shed. I don't romanticize this room, it isn't noble, it is clean. It takes whatever myth you brought and runs it through a machine. So I begin with smaller movements, let the hinges learn the weather, let the blood remember rhythm, let the scatter pull together. Power isn't always born from madness, screaming broken glass. Sometimes it starts as something elegant with murder in its mask.
Slow spark, steel vein, soft face, dead aim. Pull the wire through the dark, let it stitch a second heart. Let the pulse go like a black, pretty on the edge of attack.
No collapse, no wasted flame, just a cleaner kind of change when the whole room leans this way.
I know the machine remembers my name. I like my power dressed well, tailored, unsmiling, exact, like a knife in a silk glove, like thunder folded flat. Don't need to kick the whole door in, I prefer the lack to learn that some hands enter gently and still make the metal burn. See, most people confuse noise with force, I never did. I know how much damage can hide inside something still and slim. I know how tension was perfume, how menace can look composed, how a body can be a ballroom and still keep the wolves enclosed. So when I move through the set, it's not rage in the cheap sense, it's architecture under pressure, dark, polished, clean and set. Every rep is a seam, pull tighter through the fabric of the frame, till the mirror stops reflecting me and starts repeating my name. The room gets narrower now.
Good,
The lungs start speaking in static.
good,
The old self rattles in the walls.
let it.
The body wants instruction. Then give it. Pull the wire,
Pull it tighter,
pull it tighter,
till the shape
pull
inside
it tighter.
grows brighter. Now the drums got teeth and the floor got traction. Now the calm little hum and my ribs wants action. Now the bar ain't metal, it's a live transmission. Every blade on the side like a dark edition. I don't black out, I narrow, I don't snap, I condense, till the whole damn world fits inside one violent inch of sense. And the sweat on my neck feels cold as lacquer, and the breath in my chest grows deep and blacker. I can hear all the old versions start clicking like rails. Little ghosts in the box with the practical tales. Talking save it for later, talking don't go too far. Man, I've heard that station before, I know that talk by heart. So I tune it out with pressure, let the body speak in code. Leg drive, rib brace, jaw locked, overload. Not a tantrum, not a show, not a fake brute scene, just a live wire soul coming in the machine.
Pull the wire through the dark, let it stitch a second heart. Let the pulse go like a black, beautiful and built to attack.
No collapse, no wasted flame, just a sharper kind of change when the whole room leans this way.
We know the machine remembers our name. Pull the wire, pull it clean, through the bone and through the screen. Not a scream, a signal line, turning muscle
You do not enter the gym to become louder.
You enter to become more precise,
And leave.
like a weapon with manners.
Anti-gravity in the movement, define the physics. Every rep converting science to the mystics. Trap tempo underneath the electronic lift. Body finding angles that shift the gift of weight into a different kind of leverage. Anti-gravity, maximize the coverage of every muscle, every fiber, every degree. Anti-gravity, that's the strategy. Anti-gravity, up when it should drop. Anti-gravity, nobody can stop the momentum of the body in full motion. Anti-gravity, total full devotion. Electronic pulse beneath the trap architecture. Every frequency a physical lecture. And what the body does with information. Anti-gravity workout, pure elevation. Not the equipment, not the setting. Just the mind refusing the forgetting of what physics says is possible or not. Anti-gravity, give it everything you got. Not down, rise, not ground. Defy the weight. Anti-gravity, anti-gravity, up when it should drop. Anti-gravity, nobody can stop the momentum of the body in full motion. Anti-gravity, total full devotion. Still rising, still anti, still gravity defied. Still rising. Everything irrelevant removed. Everything relevant doubled. Mainframe online, mainframe running, processing the task. No background noise, and no one here to ask what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. Every neuron firing through it. Focus state is not a mood, it's architecture. Every distraction block becomes the texture of the silence that I build around the work. Mainframe, there's nowhere here to lurk. Make mainframe. Single task, full power. Mainframe, building every hour. Everything non-essential background. Mainframe, where the real work's founded. Flow state isn't magic, it's structure. Every element reduced to its pure rupture. With distraction, everything eliminated that doesn't serve the target. Concentrated into a single directional output. Mainframe doesn't doubt, mainframe routes every available resource to the mission. Mainframe is the ultimate decision. Mainframe, single task, full power. Mainframe, building every hour. Everything non-essential background. Mainframe, where the real work's founded. Still processing, still focused. Mainframe holding, still locked in. Every mirror shows me what I have to earn. Every callus on my hand is what the iron taught me to learn. Stay humble, keep climbing, eyes on the goal. Stay humble, keep climbing. This is the toll. Every mirror shows me what I have to earn. Every callus on my hand is what the iron taught me to learn. Stay humble, keep grinding, eyes on the goal. Stay humble, keep climbing. This is the toll. The ones who last aren't always strongest by birth. They kept digging when the digging had no worth. No shortcuts in the temple, no way to fake the weight. Meditate on failure, it's the clearest kind of truth. Meditate on progress, it's the proof of all the proof. Humble is the only word I need to stay great. Stay humble, keep grinding, eyes on the goal. Stay humble, keep climbing. This is the toll. The ones who last aren't always strongest by birth. They kept digging when the digging had no worth. No, humble, 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 humble. Sit down, 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 down. Humble, sit down. Underground, 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 boom bap. Hip hop, vintage, soul. Underground, heavy snare, crack. Underground, boom bap, hip hop, vintage soul, sample loop, heavy snare crack, contemplated male rapper, introspective lyricism, warm lo-fi texture, 88 BPM, raw and authentic, NYC influence production. Influence production.
Every legend was hammered into shape. You are not born. You are forged! Step into the fire, feel the temperature rise. Every drop of sweat is meant to be between my eyes. Hammer hits the iron, that's the sound of becoming. Every rep a strike, every set the drumming. Of a craftsman who refused to leave his post. Built the thing that everyone would talk about the most. Cold steel doesn't care about your comfort or your past. It only bends for pressure, only shapes for those who last. I am the hammer, I am the anvil too. Every morning forging something harder, something new. They see the finished product, they don't see the forge. They see the mountain standing, not the river that carved the gorge. Forge, hammer, strike again. Forge, every rep a flame. Forge, pressure makes the shape. Forge, there is no escape. Strike, forge the iron will. Strike the hammer, never still. Forge, this is how it's made. Forge, built and never swayed. 600 degrees is where the metal gives. That's the same degree where the real athlete lives. Right past the breaking point, right past the wall. That's not where you stumble, that's where you stand tall. Been in the fire longer than they know. Every ugly session added heat to help me grow. Forge work isn't glamorous, it's dark and it is loud. But everything you see on me was hammered from the proud. Refusal to accept the shape that comfort tried to give me. Every limitation tried to cage me, couldn't keep me. Hammer, watch the weakness leave. Forge, pull the iron from the sleeve. More heat, more pressure, more strikes, more measure, more reps, more fire, more forge, go higher. You are not finished, you are being made. Every painful session is the blade. The forge never stops. As long as you keep swinging, you are still becoming. Forge. Forge.
Yeah. Started at the bottom of the mountain looking up. Never had a cheat code, only grinding in the cut. Every door slammed shut became a wall I had to scale. Every loss became a chapter before the tale.
They couldn't hold us.
We outgrew the cage.
They couldn't fold us.
We were built for the stage.
Can't hold us.
Born to break the ceiling.
Can't hold us.
Every wound became a healing. All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way stop. Yeah. Lungs on fire, but the engine still running hot. Gave everything I had, then gave a little more on top. 24/7 was the only hour that I knew. Now look at what the grind and the hunger brought us through.
Can't hold us.
Born to break the ceiling.
Can't hold us.
Every wound became a healing. All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
All the way.
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 Locker room before the session. Nobody sees this part. This is the real part. Locker room legend ain't a trophy on the shelf. It's the conversation that you have with yourself before the lights come on and the crowd appears in the quiet room with nothing but your fears and your goals in the gap between them both. That's where you make or break the oath. Locker room legend, built in the hallway, not the main event, the prep work in the doorway. Locker room legend, never on the poster. Locker room legend, getting closer. Every session before anyone's watching. Locker room legend, always locking in. Street energy transplanted to the iron. Neighborhood tuition in the trying. Everything I learned out there applies in here. Work when it's cold, work when it's clear. Locker room legend has no publicist, no announcement and no checklist. Just a daily commitment to the invisible. Locker room legend, building the physical. Locker room legend, never on the poster. Locker room legend, getting closer. Every session before anyone's watching. Locker room legend, always locking in. Still in the locker room, still building, still invisible. Still here. Blackout mode. Yeah. Hey. Blackout mode. Let the whole gym freeze. Head down low, but the pressure speaks. Big step, hard step, no cheap talk. I don't chase heat, I make heat walk, yeah. Bell in the dark like a light gone wrong. Bass in my ribs, got the flow, hold strong. No smiles, no games, just a bar in the plan. Whole set lined up like a hit in my hand. Too locked in, can't hear that noise. Oh, we habits got no more voice. I move like a room, owe me space. Cold in the jaw, night in the face. One more plate, made the rat look mean. One more rap, made the vision go clean. I don't need luck, I need that moment when the weight gets stuck. Then breaks, then bends, then knows I'm there. Breath cut short, but I still don't care. If the set gets dark, then good, that's home. I got iron in the lungs and stone in the tone. Blackout mode, let the whole gym freeze. Head down low, but the pressure speaks. Big step, hard step, no cheap talk. I don't chase heat, I make heat walk. Blackout mode, let the whole flow lean. Eyes too sharp, whole vibe too clean. No slow heart, no loose cold. When I step in black, it's blackout mode. Whole squad know when the baseline crawl, that's the sound of a bad thought hitting the wall. Hands chalk white, but the mind pitch black. Every doubt get dragged when I arch that back. This ain't hype, this a switch gon' dead. This that stare you get right before the red. This that low lit, no misframe. That say less, lift more tight flame. I want that ugly rep, not the pretty clip. Want the one where the jaw goes brick. Want the one where the legs say stop and the soul say drop, so the bar go up. No parade, no speech, no crown. Just a hard ass beat when the weight come down. And the pain got a language, I know that sound. I translate it wrong to another round. Lock in, load up, breathe one, go up. Blackout mode, let the whole gym freeze. Head down low, but the pressure speaks. Big step, hard step, no cheap talk. I don't chase heat, I make heat walk. Blackout mode, let the whole flow lean. Eyes too sharp, whole vibe too clean. flow hard, no loose gold. When I step in black, it's blackout mode.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Crash through, let the whole room spark. Boots hit hard, leave a bruise on the dark. No slow hands, no safe way through. I came, now I crash through. Red on the lips, black on the laces, white light cutting sharp little traces. Rack full of steel like a wall with teeth. I walk in clean, but the chest runs heat. Not here, sweet, not here to pose. I want loud lungs in a hardwired mode. Let the kick hit square, let the floor jump back like the night's got nerve in the gym floor track. Every rep got bite, every step got swing like a switchblade ring. When the strings all ring, if the mirror looks slick, let it watch me work. I like pretty with a little bit of dirt, no fake. Wild, no sloppy attack. I want raging loud, want force with tact. When the set gets rude, I get more alive. That's the type of room where I shuffle my stride. Stand up, dig in, jaw set, skin lit, high. Crash through, let the whole room spark. Boots hit hard, leave a bruise on the dark. No slow hands, no safe way through. I came for the storm, now I crash through. Let the whole floor shake, bass down low. When a big place wake, no cold feet, no halfway move. I came for the storm, now I crash through. He shout back with that gravel throat charge. I cut through bright, make the whole sound large. It's a front line sweat with the black gloss stare. That one more round in electric air. I like the point where the pulse gets mean, but the form stays tight and the eyes stay clean. Where the arms start burning and the grip goes white and the wrist still pushes like a bar fight night. No room for drift, no room for doubt. Let the whole damn hook kick the weakness out. Every wall in the head get a crack when I drive. Every snare hit sound like still alive. This ain't delicate, this ain't tame. This is hard cut motion with the lit up frame. When the final chorus drops, let the whole set move. I came for the storm, now I crash through. Push hard, stay loud, break clean, stand proud. Crash through, let the whole room spark. Boots hit hard, leave a bruise on the dark. No slow hands, no safe way through. I came for the storm, now I crash through. Let the whole floor shake, bass down low. When the big place wake, no cold feet, no halfway move. I came for the storm, now I crash through. Hit fast, hold form, stay mean, bring storm.
Emotion is expensive. I keep the budget low. Yeah. Calculated every angle measure before the move. Nothing impulsive in the operational groove. Code rid the room before I enter it. Code rid the weights before I center it. Pressure is applied with surgical intention. No wasted force, no unnecessary tension. Every joule of energy placed with care. Calculated pressure, it's already there. Calculated pressure, I don't rush. Calculated pressure, no big fuss. Quiet and precise and fully loaded. Calculated pressure, code decoded. They mistake control for lack of passion. Control is passion in its highest fashion. Every impulse filtered through the objective. Every emotion useful or corrective. Not a robot, a refined machine. Everything I feel is clean. Routed into something that produces. Calculated pressure, no excuses. Measure, apply, release, repeat. No waste, precise. Calculated pressure, I don't rush. Calculated pressure, no big fuss. Quiet and precise and fully loaded. Calculated pressure, code decoded. Pressure, maintain, pressure.
pressure, hell, pressure, pressure release, pressure, rebuild.
Force, 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 force. Force multiplier. Force multiplier. One input, maximum output. Every single action carrying the cloud of Tim behind it. Leverages the science, body is the law and gravity's defiance. Trap tempo hitting like a structural collapse. Every bar a domino that maps to the next, to the next, to the acceleration. Force multiplier, that's the occupation. Force multiplier, amplify. Force multiplier, magnify. Everything I do comes back tenfold. Force multiplier. Body in the code. Physics in the lifting mechanical advantage. Every angle optimize to manage. Maximum output from the minimum entry. Force multiplier, that's the entry. Point into the session, find the leverage, find the angle, use it as the message. Send to every muscle simultaneously. Force multiplier, operated immediately. Input 1, output 10. Force up again. Force multiplier, amplify. Force multiplier, magnify. Everything I do comes back tenfold. Force multiplier, body in the code. Force held, multiplied. Still climbing, still wide.
There's a point where the body stops being a body and becomes a machine for revealing character. That point is never loud at first. The gym at this hour feels less like a room than a verdict. Rubber floor, white light, steel arranged with surgical purpose. Not hostile exactly, just incapable of lying. Every object here has one profession, clarifying. The bench is a witness stand, the bar is a straight line oath. The mirror is not for vanity, it's where avoidance shows its throat. And I've learned fatigue is accents, it speaks in many dialects. Some days it sounds like reason, some days it sounds like self-respect. But underneath the phrasing is the same old soft erosion. A gentle hand upon the wheel trying to redirect devotion. So I listen very carefully to what in me resists, because resistance draws a map of where the real work lives. Not in the fantasy of triumph, not in some roaring grand display, but in the tiny civil war of choosing not to drift away. My pulse is still civil, my breathing almost clean, but there's a darker thing assembling somewhere underneath. I hear it waking, bone by bone. I hear the animal calling the body home. Turn the lock, let the old self rattle in it. Turn the lock, let the weak thought die a minute. I don't need rage to flood the room, I need pressure finding bloom. Still remembers what I meant when I said I was heaven then. Turn the lock, let the frame take on its weather. Turn the lock, let the dark parts pull together. Not collapse, not chaos, not a stunt. Just the soul learning how to hunt. Now the room gets smaller, good, I prefer it that way. I want the world reduced to bar path, grip with teeth and prey. I want that ugly kind of focus where the edges all go black, where the set stops being exercise and turns into attack. Not against the plates, against the version that negotiates, against the smooth-tongued coward in the chest that tolerates. I know him well, he loves delay, loves maybe later, loves disguise, loves to dress up indecision, immature and measured lines. So I drag him to the platform, let him watch the numbers climb, let him feel the air grow heavier and run out a little time. There's a violence and precision that the lazy never meet, a kind of holy brutality in keeping every beat. Brace, drive, stand, let the whole spine testify. If my vision starts to narrow, that just means the truth is high. I wasn't built for decorative ambition, polished and unread. I
want my will so dense and live, it changes how I tread. By the last rep I want silence with its hands around my throat,
and still rise through it clean enough to make a monster note. Strange how power often enters wearing very little sound, till the floor learns your name from the weight coming down. Strange how fear can look intelligent if you let it speak too long, then cut its mic and feed its script to the engine of the strong. Strange how one more repetition can rewrite an inner law. That's because the body keeps receipts for every flaw.
Turn the lock. Turn the lock.
Let the sealed thing come out. My hands are chalk constellations, dry stars before impact. My chest is a freight train tunnel, all thunder and black. I like the second beat for effort when the air becomes glass. I like the second it shatters when I force my will through mass. The body is an archive, every habit leaves a mark. Then tonight I burn new scripture through the marrow in the dark. No crowd required, no camera angle, no ceremonial noise.
Just me and the weight,
and the death of easier choices.
each rep a key, turn deeper.
In an unnamed inner gate,
Each rep a black wing answer.
to the soft disease of weight. I came in calm, I leave more exact. I came in split, I leave fully packed.
Turn the lock and let the hidden voltage act. Turn the lock.
Let the old shell crack and scatter,
Turn the lock.
till only signals left to matter. No fake glow, no borrowed flame, just a truer form of name. Steel remembers, blood consents, I become what pressure made.
Turn the lock.
Let the night inside go kinetic.
Turn the lock.
Make the whole intent magnetic. Not collapse, not chaos.
Not a stunt, just the soul remembering how to hunt. Some doors don't open outward, they open inward. And every hard set is just another turn of the key. You do not become dangerous when you feel ready. You become dangerous when you move before your fear is finished speaking.
There was a season I kept waiting on a cleaner mind, a better mood, a better week, a more forgiving sign. As if the door to discipline would open by itself, as if delay was not a theft I carry from myself. But time is not a healer when it's wasted without aim. It only hardens patterns, gives avoidance better names. And every passive evening writes a sentence in the bone, a quiet kind of weakness that is practiced all alone. So now I treat intention like a blade that must stay sharp, a thing that loses purpose if it never makes its mark. I came to understand the war is not with flesh alone, it's with the inner voice that begs for ease and calls it home. And so I train my actions to move faster than my doubt, because hesitation is the hallway failure wanders out. I do not need to feel immortal, I just need to start and let repeated pressure build a weapon from the heart.
Move first.
Let the fear talk later. Move first.
Feel the flame.
Burn greater.
Burn greater.
Don't wait for courage, make the body learn.
Move first. Let the whole world turn.
Step hard when the mind feels shaken.
Step hard.
Show the beast.
You're awakened.
Action first, then the doubt will lose its thirst.
Move first.
Yeah.
Move first.
Move first, that's law. I don't bargain with the star. I don't sit around debating while my back is to the wall. I hit the floor with a pulse like a war drum in my chest. Every thought that said not now gets buried with the rest. I got sick of pretty plans with no blood inside the frame. Sick of almost being built, sick of warming up my name. Now it's boots to the concrete, chalk to the palm. Breath like a furnace, face like calm. Then boom, another rep, another strike, another proof. I don't need a perfect sky, I build a storm inside the roof. Every coward thought I had gets dragged out by force. I don't let excuses breathe, I cut them off at the source. This is not motivation, this is pressure with the spine. This is me refusing every week to form a line. I was never born ready, I was made in the strain. Every action hit first, then the courage hit my veins.
MC1, courage is often late,
So we move without it.
MC1,
Confidence is often earned, so we fight to rout it. The first step is rarely clean, but it breaks the trance.
once the body enters motion,
then the fear can't dance.
Move first.
Move first.
Move first.
Now, I don't need certainty to enter the fire. I need a enough rage to climb one level higher. Every beginning is awkward, unfinished, raw. That's where the killers learn the law. Yeah. Action teaches what thought alone never can. That's how a weak boy hardens into a man. Fear still speaks, but it no longer decides. I let it scream while the discipline drives. One more set and the mind gets clearer. One more fight and the goal gets nearer. I did not wait till I felt complete. I moved first, now the fear retreats.
Move first.
Readiness is overrated. Motion is sacred. You don't wait to become strong. You begin, and strength follows. You do not become dangerous when you feel ready. You become dangerous when you move before your fear is finished speaking. There was a season I kept waiting on a cleaner mind, a better mood, a better week, a more forgiving sign. As if the door to discipline would open by itself. As if delay was not a theft I carry from myself. But time is not a healer when it's wasted without aim. It only hardens patterns, gives avoidance better names. And every passive evening writes a sentence in the bone. A quiet kind of weakness that is practiced all alone. So now I treat intention like a blade that must stay sharp. A thing that loses purpose if it never makes its mark. I came to understand the war is not with flesh alone. It's with the inner voice that begs for ease and calls it home. And so I train my actions to move faster than my doubt. Because hesitation is the hallway failure wanders out. I do not need to feel immortal, I just need to start. And let repeated pressure build a weapon from the heart.
Move first.
Move first.
Let the fear talk later.
Move first.
Feel the flame burn greater.
Don't wait for courage, make the body learn.
Move first.
Let the whole world turn. Step hard.
When the mind feels shaken.
Step hard.
Show the beast you're awakened.
Action first, and the doubt will lose its thirst.
Move first. Move first.
Move first, that's law. I don't bargain with the stall. I don't sit around debating while my back is to the wall. I hit the floor with a pulse like a war drum in my chest. Every thought that said not now gets buried with the rest. I got sick of pretty plans with no blood inside the frame. Sick of almost being built. Sick of warming up my name. Now it's boots to the concrete, chalk to the palm. Breath like a furnace, face locked calm. Then boom, and another rep, another strike, another proof. I don't need a perfect sky, I build a storm inside the roof. Every coward thought I had gets dragged out by force. I don't let excuses breathe, I cut them off at the source. This is not motivation, this is pressure with the spine. This is me refusing every week to form a line. I was never born ready, I was made in the strain. Every action hit first and the courage hit my veins. MC1, courage is often late, so we move without it. MC1, confidence is often earned, so we fight to rout it. The first step is rarely clean, but it breaks the trance. Once the body enters motion and the fear can't dance. Move first, move first. I don't need certainty to enter the fire. I need enough rage to climb one level higher. Every beginning is all good and finished raw. Good, that's where the killers learn the law. Action teaches what thought alone never can. That's how a weak boy hardens into a man. Fear still speaks, but it no longer decides. I let it scream while the discipline drives. One more set and the mind gets clearer. One more fight and the goal gets nearer. I did not wait till I felt complete. I moved first, now the fear retreats. Readiness is overrated.
Motion is sacred.
You don't wait
To become strong.
you begin,
And strength follows.
and strength follows.
Before the skill came the will. Before the will came the stillness. Foundation zero. Nothing yet. And still choosing to build. Yeah.
Started with nothing, that's an honest sentence. Not a metaphor, literal commencement. From the floor of foundation, zero. Before the record, before the error. Stoic in the building, no complaint register. Every obstacle a test and answered. No drama in the process, only architecture. Every stone placed with care and lecture.
Foundation zero.
I remember where I started.
Foundation zero.
Nothing broken hearted. Just the ground and the choice to begin.
Foundation zero. built from within.
Warrior doesn't mean the loudest in the battle. Warrior means the stillest through the rattle of everything uncertain and demanding. Warrior means operating with understanding that the outcome isn't promised, just the effort that the wind can blow, but you stay tethered. Foundation zero was the most important version. Before success, before the excursion. From nothing to something, from zero to standing, from silence to signal. Foundation zero. I remember where I started. Foundation zero. Nothing broken hearted, just the ground and the choice to begin. Foundation zero.
Built from within. Still building, still standing, still zero, still expanding. Somewhere past midnight, on a road that doesn't need a name. Cold Meridian, the line between where I was and where I'm going. Cold Meridian, the crossing point of seasons. Driving through the dark without particular reasons. Just the engine in the open and the city in the rear view. Night is when the thinking comes into the clear view. Strip the context, just the motion in the headlights. Stripped of audience, just the body in the red lights. Cold Meridian is where the real decisions live. Nobody asking what you have or what you give. Cold Meridian, I cross it every night. Cold Meridian, between the dark and light. Not arrived and not departed. Cold Meridian, where I get started. Night drive is an escape, it's processing. Every mile of cold road is a reckoning with what the day produced and what it didn't. Every turn a question that I'm lifting. Out of the unconscious into motion. Night road is my private devotion. Cold Meridian, the line where things get honest. Cold Meridian, where I keep the promise. Cold Meridian, I cross it every night. Cold Meridian, between the dark and light. Not arrived and not departed. Cold Meridian, where I get started. Crossing, still crossing.